This is Pokemon Spot approved. What's going on, everyone? It's Mcflyy from the Pokemon Spot, and our first ever Mcfly's Corner episode where we talk about market predictions, any drama that's going on in the Pokemon community, because you know we love drama. Just reflecting on anything that's going on. It's really just kind of a confessional series to say, hey, like here's what I feel like is going on in the community, and to share my opinion. So the first thing that you're going to hear is you may hear some market predictions saying this price may go this way, this price may go that way. This product is going to be popular, this product isn't going to be popular. And I just want to let you guys know a quick disclaimer. We never know what's going to happen to the market. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not an investor bro, as Pokey Andy says. I want to talk about a few things. The first thing I want to talk about is what's happening with Japanese 151. I know everybody's got a video. Pokey Andy has got a video. Kuyan Collectibles has a video. I think Fada is in the process of making a video. And I just really want to take a moment to kind of echo exactly what everybody is saying. And that is the simple fact that 151 is going back up. And it's going to continue to go up. And that's just because of simple supply and demand economics, and the fact that, you know, there is a difference between a reprint and a restock. And if you guys need a reference to that, here's a reference to Kuyan's video explaining the difference between restock and reprint.
A reprint coming, restock coming, because that's two different things. Reprint is Pokemon absolutely reprinting that. More stock gets put into Pokemon Center in Japan, distributors, and all that stuff over there. What a restock is they just take what's in the back and they restock some stores. They have stuff in the back, but then they release it. The same thing happened with V-Star Universe.
And if you don't believe me, here's my second source, Pokey Andy himself, stating what this market is going to look like.
Well, according to my Japanese supplier, inventory has completely dried up in Japan, not so much because of the popularity, but because there's apparently not going to be a reprint until next year, if at all. And so what a lot of Japanese distributors / vendors are doing now is going back to the hoarding mode, where they just basically buy cases from the distributor, which is now out of cases, by the way, and then throw them in the basement, making the price go up. So you could call it kind of an artificial price hike, but an artificial price hike and a real price hike, there's really no difference when it comes to the reality of the situation. You can't get them cheaper.
As you can see, 151 is just going to keep going upwards. Could it like slide down a little bit? Absolutely, right? But here's the deal. 151 was reprinted and it drove, like nosedive the price down, right? And I think that this is the bottom. I mean, when you think about Japanese Pokemon card prices, like $55 to $65 a box for 151, one of the greatest sets of all time, is definitely like rock bottom, right? And I'm not saying this like in a negative fashion. Like, if you're able to grab 151 at this price, hold it, because you don't know what's going to happen here in the future. We already see that it's increased at least 3,000 yen in the past 2 or 3 days. You just don't know what it's going to do in the coming month. And that's all about 151. I won't go any further because there are like a whole bunch of other folks out there that are making 151 price hike content. And I just wanted to start and stop it there. Now, what I really wanted to talk to you guys about today is something that I am not hearing that's going on. I see it, right? Because I'm kind of a trend person. I'm kind of like, okay, this is happening. Like, what's going to happen with this because of this, right? So let me explain what I'm talking about here. My 100% opinion is that these Pokemon set prices are going to go up. That includes Japanese and English. Well, what do I mean by that, right? So Japanese boxes, or Japanese Pokemon booster boxes, were selling at an all-time low, right? Throughout the entire Scarlet and Violet era, you have, you know, anywhere between, I don't know, $30 to $45, depending on where where you bought from, right? And then now you have this new set, Paradise Dragona, that drops in not less than a week, about a week, right? All the cards haven't been revealed. We know that we're going to get a Latios. We know we're going to get a Latias. And that Elonian Executor, like, really? You could have given something different, but those are, like, the cards that are going around. However, they still haven't dropped any of the trainers. They haven't really dropped a lot of the ARs. And for this to be a dragon set, I think we're going to be thoroughly surprised as of next week as cards start to be revealed. Now, what you would probably expect from this, what I'm expecting from this, is that the box of Paradise Dragona is going to go up slightly right before release, right? All the pre-orders that you saw, which, mind you, those pre-orders, the price for those pre-orders is, I want to use the word significantly, but it is slightly higher than what's come out previously. So the price point in the previous price point was around anywhere between $35 to $45, depending again where you're buying from. That is typically like at cost, like that could be at cost or being sold at these prices. Where Paradise Dragona, for the first time, just hearing the name and putting in a pre-order on a website is now sitting at anywhere between just starting at 45 all the way up to about $60. And that's before the set comes out. That's before we know everything on it. So that's one thing. That's one way that I know that the Pokemon market in general is going to start going back up. All right. So enough for Paradise Dragona right now. We'll know more about that next week as we kind of get more information as that comes out. But let's talk about some of the future sets that are coming out, right? And we'll stay at Japanese for right now, right? And then we'll move over to English, right? So for Japanese, we have, because of the world's announcement, we have a Team Rocket set and a Pokemon and Trainer set that's coming out. And we all know that we have a Pikachu set coming out, right? So, I mean, and pre-orders for that have been going crazy. We don't even know what's in it yet, right? But we know it's a Pikachu, and we know that Pikachu is like dollar bills for Pokemon, But we haven't seen a Team Rocket set since 1999 in the 2000s. We haven't seen one of those. So you have, just as people got excited for 151 when that came out, I think we're going to get a lot more excitement for that Team Rocket set. And then in the preview for Worlds, we got N, and is what, Reshiram? Please help me out. I think that is Reshiram. I'm pretty sure it's Reshiram. But you got N and N's Reshiram. That's crazy. That's already crazy. Like, if you have pre-orders up for that set right now, I'm sure it would sell significantly. My guess is that these newer sets are probably going to start in the $50 range and continue to increase and creep back up to where the Japanese market used to be. Okay? It's not going to happen overnight, but it is going to happen through the progression of these sets. And that's what I'm projecting. Again, they're all projections. This may change, right? But moving on over to English, right? We have Surging Sparks that's going to come out too in November, right? And that's a Pikachu set. And so there are a lot of people who are, what I hear with other shop owners is that they are selling more Surging Sparks than they've ever in a pre-order phase than they ever have in the past. And that's because, I don't know, it's a Pikachu set. We know the Dragon set's coming out. Like, all of that's going to be a part of the Surging Sparks English set. So we're all looking forward to it. But, where I think, the market is going is that, we're going to start seeing, prices for English start to get closer to MSRP. And for a while, it was fun. We were able to buy sets at below MSRP prices, like bottom of the dollar prices, like distro prices, for the last year and a half, or through the majority of the Scarlet and Violet era. We really haven't had a set that kind of broke past that MSRP point, right? So all that being said, like, I think buying below MSRP is coming to an end. I'm not saying that we're going to be at MSRP, but we're going to get pretty freaking close, you know? So I'm just here along for the ride. You know, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think the market's going to stay where it's at? Do you think it's going to keep going up? And if you have anything to add, feel free to use this video, drop it in the comments, and go from there. But thank you for joining me in my corner. This is the first of many Mcflyy Corner episodes.